Hello again, everyone. In this technical analysis of the stock market video, in the theme of the football season, which is back again, and college and the pros are kicking off this weekend, I call this video Bulls Have the Ball because that's exactly what it seems like right now. The Bulls have the ball. We'll see how long they can hold on to it. A couple quick notes about the chart. Okay, so right now, if you're ever wondering what time frame I'm on, you can look down here and look and see which one is highlighted, but it's also shown right up here by the description. And I've done away with the very big wording of the titles of the chart because I've got the description in the upper left-hand corner right here. When it says silver or blue or orange, my alma mater colors are orange and blue, so I use those for a couple of the analysis. That's just a name I've given to a particular analysis. Right now I'm in the silver analysis, which is my moving average view. And so we're looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average. It was up 69 points on Friday. Tight little doji type candle in here. We've had a nice little move. We're riding above that 10-day moving average. The 10-day exponential has crossed above the 21 simple, and it looks like the short-term, or the, I would call it, intermediate trend appears to be to the upside. We'll see how long the bulls can hold on to the ball. All right, so let's take a look at the weekly chart. Here we go. The weekly view, the Dow was up 394 points for the week. It closed above the entire trading range for the month of August, last 4 weeks. And this is the highest weekly close of the last 6 weeks. You can see we closed above this week of July 29th. So pretty strong price action here the last couple of weeks in here with the market. Let's take a look at the Elliott Wave pattern. Actually, first of all, before we go there, I want to just talk briefly. I'll come back to the Elliott Wave pattern on the Dow. Why am I leaning towards the bullish scenario right now? There's a couple of things. Not only is the price action riding above the 10-day moving average, which I like to see, exactly what happened back here in June and exactly what happened back here in January into February. Okay, so that is very good price action. We're continuing to see that. As long as that continues to happen, you have to lean into the bullish scenario. Okay. A couple of other things have happened along those lines. I want to take a look at the percent of stocks that are above their 50-day moving average in the S&P 500. That's this picture right here. So what have I got highlighted? So this is this is a range from 0 to 100%. Okay. So when you're down here in the 20 to 30%, you're down here potentially at a bottom. Okay, so this is what percent of stocks are above their 50-day moving average. Well, this is a low percentage of stocks, potentially talking about a bottom. Well, it's interesting how even on the indicators related to this percent statistic, we're getting divergence in here, bullish divergence showing up. But also, you notice how this percent, the way it closed right in here, it did not punch to a lower low with the market. So this was a pretty interesting move. When was this? This was the 14th of August. 14th of August. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is what I was seeing in the short-term trading index. Okay, this is a graph of the short-term trading index called the trend on the NYSE trend. So what I've got here is green and red bars. When it gets below 0.09 on the 10-day for the 10-day moving average, the blue line, that's showing extreme bullishness. And when you get above that green line up here above 1.5, we're showing extreme bearishness. Well, that's exactly what happened with the 10-day. But also on the individual readings for the day, we got a cluster above, way above 1.8, but also above 2. So there was a very bearish cluster. And look at this reading that happened. What was the day? August 14th. So you see this bearish extreme in sentiment type activity occurring right there, along with this kind of bearishness that we're looking at in here. And then you get the price action that we got with the market starting to get above and staying above the 10-day moving average. That's why you start to lean towards the bullish camp. Those are a couple of reasons why you lean towards the bullish camp anyway. Let's put it that way. All right, I also want to take a look real quick at the VIX. What is the VIX doing? So here's the VIX, and where was the 14th? You see this extreme reading that occurred on August 5th with the big move, the very first big push down, okay? Well, on the 14th, the VIX could not close at a higher high in here. It just was like it was losing momentum. Now, ever since then, we've had this big trading range. It almost looks like a big flag. So, you know, this last week, the sell-off, it just continues. It doesn't look like there's any turn in this at all. It just kind of confirms the bullish price action that's occurring in the market right now. So I continue to watch this just to see if this starts to perk up at all. But right now, it doesn't look like it's trying to. It's down here at the 15 level when it was, you know, for a while in early August above 20. All right, so that's the picture there on the indicators. Let's go back to the Elliott Wave picture on the Dow. If you're leaning into the bullish view, you got to sit back and say the corrective action ended back here in December. Okay, the corrective move, intermediate wave 4, ended here in December. Now, I've also been looking at it from the standpoint that this could have just been the first wave of a major corrective move that was going on, and that was still holding for quite a while. But I'm leaning into the bullish camp for everything I just talked about. And if you're doing that, then you got to look back and say, okay, you got to look at this and say the wave count for a wave 5 from an impulsive standpoint would be this kind of wave structure. 5 waves up, okay? That's just a pure, simple, impulsive wave. Within a third wave, you have to have a pure impulsive wave. Waves 1 and 5 could be diagonals of some kind. So here's the wave structure we're looking at, punching higher. So the other possibility in here is that the entire 5th wave, intermediate wave 5, this wave right here, could be a diagonal, okay? What happened to my, there it is. I was wondering what happened to my pattern. But that is a diagonal example, okay? All I'm doing is I'm showing you how a diagonal works. You get this overlap. Now, you could have an expanding diagonal. You could have a contracting diagonal. Usually, I'm leaning towards a contracting diagonal. So what could be going on in here? There's a couple of possibilities. Right now, we could have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we get a 5th, and then that's the end of wave 5. That would be the most bearish of the bullish view, okay? The other scenario, let me get my marker back out. Every time I erase, it goes away. The other scenario would be that we have 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and then 5, okay? A bigger diagonal, and that what we're doing in here is a zigzag within that third wave, okay? And when you have a diagonal, it's a series of zigzags. Okay, so that is these are a couple of possibilities we're looking at. That's why we have to keep an eye on the price action, keep an eye on the wave structure, and we'll see how this evolves. And can this keep trending to the upside? Can the bulls hang on to the ball? All right, that's it for this weekend. If you felt like the video was helpful, hit the thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button to the YouTube channel. And don't remember to share the video. Share the video with someone you think would benefit from it. And if you'd like to get more of this kind of information, head on over to the website, joehenches.net. Check out the membership. Everyone, have a great weekend. And I'm going to see if my alma mater, the Fighting Illini, can pull out another win this weekend. All right, everyone, have a great weekend.